Hello, welcome to another modern stream. Today is Amulet Monday, and as such, we're gonna be playing Amulet. And it's been kind of interesting for the last couple of weeks. It kind of feels like Amulet has started to resurge a little bit. I guess that's the word that we can use. We can actually start casting some 6 mana 6/6s again and not feel embarrassed. And the reason is in no small amount because of the sort of, I don't want to say disappearance, because I still think that the deck is very good, which is the blue-red Murktide matchup. Like the Murktide matchup, which is almost unwinnable for Amulet, straight up. But the deck has started to disappear a little bit because blue-white has kind of come to prominence, and that deck is very, very good. Then there are a bunch of other things that have happened that have kind of pushed Murktide a little bit to the wayside, particularly the fact that most people, a lot of people, have started playing Solitude a lot. Like Solitude has become sort of an omnipresent part of the metagame, and granted, Solitude is pretty good against Primeval Titan as well, but it's not as good as, Subtlety, and like if your opponent Solitude's your Primeval Titan, then like you still get 2 lands out of the deal, right? And your opponent 2-for-1s themselves, so those are kind of like good exchanges for you anyway. So even though Solitude is good against Primetime, like it's not really as good as it is against Murktide, at least. So because of that, we can start playing Primetime again and be happy about it. This is the list that I've been having the most success with. This has been like the list that has been seeing the most amount of results, mostly piloted by Puntthenwhine. Puntthenwhine is the one that has been, I think he's been championing Karn, the Great Creator, in Amulet for a long time at this point. And I love that. Everybody knows, like if you're familiar with my content, you will know that Karn Amulet is my favorite version of Amulet. So very, very happy whenever whenever this version of the deck is back on top. So this is the list that we're going to be playing today through a league. So we're going to see how things go. If you're not familiar with the deck list, we are, of course, doing the classic Amulet things, but we are playing Karn the Great Creator, and we're playing a little bit of a Karn package in the sideboard, which includes Stormor Script, Liquid Metal Coating, Wormcoil Engine, Walking Ballista, Engineered Explosives. I'm playing 2 copies of Explosives. Puntthenwhine likes to play Ensnaring Bridge in place of the second Explosives. Personally, I don't like Ensnaring Bridge too much, so I'm just running a second copy of Explosives in that slot. But those are kind of like the Karn package aspect of things. The rest of the sideboard includes Bojuku Bog, which is pretty solid against a variety of strategies at this point, like Living End and like Lurrus Murktide, as I was saying. The third copy of Cavern of Souls, because Blue-White Control is one of the best decks in the format currently. An Outland Liberator as a way to destroy artifacts and enchantments that we can pact for, and it can also play around Torpor, which is now a commonly played cyber card because of elementals and because of the Yorion deck that is kind of dominating. Force of Vigor, 3 copies because the card's awesome, and Dismember, a couple of copies. So this is the deck list that we're going to be playing. If you're enjoying the content, of course, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you for round number 1. Alright, what do we got here against the Lurrus deck? Yeah, this is probably too slow. We can go turn 1 Saga, turn 2 Castle. I guess this is technically a turn 3 Titan. We are on the draw? Okay, I'm just gonna keep it. This is technically a turn 3 Titan, because we can pact for Azusa. Playing against Hammer. We may be dead. Trying to sue is not great. What's up, Primetime? Also, I think I missed your sub, House. Welcome back for the 15 months, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the continued support. They have the aid. Well, things not really looking good. So unless I find I mean, I may just be dead, actually. Like, if my opponent has another hammer, we're just dead. Alright. Cool beans. Cool beans. Forces. Liberator. Explosives. Explore. Is this guy even good? I mean, it probably is good enough to play. Like, it's just so inefficient, though. Hmm. 22 green cards, so that should be good for force. Explosives is nice, Karn is nice. I could cut Expedition Map. I'm not really stoked about doing that though. I'm just gonna cut a Summoner's Pact. Feels bad though. Feels really bad to cut a Summoner's Pact in this matchup. Maybe I should be cutting a Gracer. Alright, let's see what's up. Do I know what this deck needs? I assume I'm just walking into something, but no, I don't. Go ahead, enlighten me. A boat. Sure, why not? Boats are nice. We dead here? We know that. All right. Kenpachi with a tier 1 sub from back for 26 months. Appreciate the support, Kenpachi. Thank you for that. So this means we're dead next turn, right? Bounce land. Yeah. If I get second Amulet, I'm 1 mana short. I can't haste now, so that's an absolute disaster. We don't have Ghost Squatter, so we're dead to this Inkmoth Nexus. 1, 2, 3. We don't have a green ETB tap land, so we can't even pact for Gracer if we find a second Amulet. This is just a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. Pacting for Dryad doesn't do anything. I can't even pact for a Liberator because I can't pay for my upkeep. So I just have to hope my opponent does not see the Inkmoth line. Seems unlikely. Well, this is what we got. This is what we got. And we hope it's good. I don't know, maybe they won't see it. They see it. They see it. Damn it. They give it flying now. They don't see it. Sweet. They miss lethal there. Okay. Now what is the question? I think that we Karn. We can't have this Amulet die. And we only have 1 mana, so we can't plus on anything. Because I can't have the Amulet die to like a random fatal push or whatever. I don't have Bite Needle, so I can't stop Inkmoth Nexus. If they have another hammer, now I am going to be dead. If I packed for a Susa, I only have 4 mana, so that's not good enough. If I packed for Gracer, play land, play Gracer, I'm 1 mana short. I can Titan. How do I Titan? I use 1 mana for Gracer, right? Oh, because Gracer puts the line to play tapped. Oh yeah, that's sick. Let's go, Gracer. Whew. Let's fucking go. So, Garrison Vesuva. Opponent doesn't want to see it. All right. I mean, I didn't have lethal because I can't double strike. I mean, I guess I could have swung 16. If I swing 16, opponent blocks 4, 8. They only take. Oh no, because I only have the cons. I also have the contract, so I guess it was lethal. Sweet. All right, awesome. Dude, Gracer. Lands entering the battlefield tapped is OP. Yeah, we're fine with this. Yeah, it wasn't. It actually was lethal. It actually was lethal. Opponent keeps 7. So if we find a bounce land, we very likely win. Okay. Some good shit. That's some good shit, you know? So if I play Gracer, that gives me 4 mana. I have a blocker. Yeah, Gracer is the play here. Maybe I should have, instead of playing this, I should have explosives for 0, right? Yeah, I should have definitely explosives for 0. I can blow up their mana, though. Does that even matter? Yeah, maybe that was better, House. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass now. I mean, we can't really get lethal here. Because even if my opponent has Pure Steel Paladin, so even if they have Hammer, that Gracer just blocks. And next turn we have triple Amulet, so we're just gonna play triple Titan. You got a hammer. I guess if they have another hammer and the Shadow Spear, they can win. Equip onto the Memnite. We just take this, right? There's no reason not to. Sweet. They have 1 card left in hand. And I guess they have Path to Exile. They have potential to have... It can be exactly Path. I mean, we're just gonna triple Titan them, right? That sounds good enough to me. Seems unlikely that they can beat triple Primeval Titan. Sweet. Let's go. Another round, another Lurrus deck. This hand's pretty solid though. How are we gonna go about this? Because we don't have double green. So should I go turn 1 Saga? I think so, because turn 1 Saga allows me to play around... it allows me to play around my opponent having Thoughtseize. But we don't have double green to cast the prime time here. Monkey. Yeah, we have other lines, I think. There's my opponent could have removal too, right? So it's not so clear cut. I mean, it's delaying the Titan by 1 turn. It's not really that big of a deal. Radiant Fountain is gone. Thoughtseize. So this Goif is gonna be 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be a 3/4. Opponent's at 14. We get expedition map, crack map, growth chamber, play growth chamber. We have green floating, pact for Asusa, play bounce land. We're gonna have 5 mana floating. Then we play garrison. We bounce Simic. We have garrison untapped. I'm gonna have. I think this is lethal. It doesn't make it a 5/6, it makes it a 4/5. I can only leave 1 color of mana here. Hudson with the Prime sub. Thank you so much for the 19 months. Welcome back. So if we can make 20 damage happen here, we should be fine. How do we make 20 damage happen? We leave white up. We get Stronghold. Yeah, Valakut Slayers, leave Valakut open. Then when we attack, and we can activate twice. I think that this works out. And we kill them for Xaxes. So Valakut Slayer's Stronghold. Gonna make sure that those go on the stack last. Haste there. That's 10. Attack. And here we get Sunhome, Celestial Sanctuary. Double strike. Neat. All right, so it's probably John's Saga. I like explosives. I like Bujuka Bog. Yeah, let's go with this. It's possible there might have been a line to double Titan there. Yeah, I guess there was a line for double tightening because I had 3 mana left after I cast my prime time, right? Yeah. Yeah, I had 3 mana left. Yeah, so I could have just double tightened. Would have been a lot easier. It doesn't matter. All paths lead to Rome. It's not a big deal. All right, round number 2. This hand is fantastic. Awesome. Maybe it would be slightly better if we had a Gracer. Oh. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Put list based on this at my LGS on Friday. Karn is so good for all my little meta. Awesome. Explorer's gonna have to go. Would you Bog MVP this game? Harder lines equal more dopamine when we get lethal. That's true. That's true. Let's see if my opponent figures out what to take with this imposition. Oops. Alright, so they are playing Saga. Play that and say go. Bounceland would be a sick draw. Hell yeah. That's a good draw. That's a pretty good draw. Please make another token. Please. Nice. Playing around Pine Needle here. Playing around Pine Needle here. Let's see what's up. Mishra's Bubble. Now the question is, am I killing DRC or am I killing Construct token? Doesn't really do anything. So I guess I'm killing the DRC. I only have one thing to say. I only have one thing to say.
Surprise, motherfucker!
You come at the perfect time, Spike. Remember how we were talking about how good this card is? Oh, the best timing! Welcome everybody from Spike's stream. We are dominating John Sada gamers with endurance. We are dominating. Alright, let's see how this round number 3 is looking up. So we have multiple options here. We can probably go turn 1 Saga, Amulet. Yeah, this hand is just fine, right? So we go turn 1 Saga, Amulet. We can activate Saga on 2 of the Crumbling Vestige. Crumbling Vestige confirmed the Soul Land, right? Crumbling Vestige is effectively a Soul Land. And then we can Karn them on turn 3. We're only getting 1 token out of this Saga, but that seems good enough to me. Yeah, but that's just not I want the second Amulet in play. Like, if I bounce the Saga, then I delay my next I delay my second Amulet. Like, that just doesn't really make sense. Chalice for 1. Sounds good. Throwing your wood at you once up, 18 months. Wood indeed. Wood indeed. Appreciate that follow. Ne sever mind. Hallowed Fountain, Watery Grave, Chalice of the Void. Huh. Are we tapping out here? Can we please tap out? Spicy one of wallet, thank you for the follow. Please bounce my token, please bounce my token, please bounce my token, please. Yes! Alright, sweet. Awesome. Amulet. Here is Gruel Turf. Here's a Karn. I think we're getting coding here. Titan O'Clock, thank you so much for that subscription, the tier 1 sub. Welcome for another month to the Primetime Stronghold. Amulet is the best way to play Amulet. I could not agree more. Could not agree more. It is Titan O'Clock indeed. Exactly. Float white mana. What you doing with that white mana? Nothing? Alright, good to know. So next turn we're just gonna Saga. While we blow up my opponent's lands. Wait, is that true? Are we gonna Saga here? Well, now I'm just gonna blow up their Watery Grave. I beat Hammer. What happened in that match? Opponent missed lethal, and we did not. That's what happened in that match. We played against Hammer. My opponent missed lethal, and I didn't. Float blue. Okay. White. resolves. We are gonna go to second main phase. Boop. Now we got that out of the way. So I can transmute this turn, but then I deny myself a land drop. That's just not true. I have Windswept Heath. What am I even talking about? Burning Pool. Enter the battlefield tapped. Blue. Blue. Transmute. Pass the turn. Nice Chalice. Yeah, Chalice on 1 has been doing a lot of work for me. Like, this could have been on 0. Swamp? This is awkward, right? Because I kind of want to do this on my main phase. So what I should have done, this was a mistake on my part actually. What I should have done is I should have activated coding on my upkeep. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have activated on my own upkeep. If they are indeed playing Reanimator, do I play around counter magic is the question. I can choose whether to play around counter magic or not. If it's Spike's list, it's not going to play counter magic. If it is Spider's list, then they are going to be playing counter magic. Chalice on 1 stops Gracer. That's fair, Spike. You're right. You're right. Yeah, so maybe this is Spider's list, which means I kind of want to play around counter magic. So maybe I'm supposed to just go for Saga. Another option is to just go for Cavern of Souls. Like, they can't have Thoughtseize, right? So I'm not worried about Thoughtseize. I'm just not worried about Thoughtseize because, you know. But I mean, we're pretty damn far ahead, right? So there's kind of like no reason for me not to play around stuff if I can afford to, right? And I can definitely afford to. Yeah, I can like super afford to play around whatever the hell I want. Let's blow up that one. Yep, that one. And now we're gonna play this named Dryad. Do some of this. And now can Vesuva copy Saga, which is kind of nice. I think I'm just gonna Vestige. And the reason to Vestige is it brings me closer to Valakut being online. Yeah, Vesuva copies Cavern too. Just gonna pass the turn. We're gonna bounce the Cavern and replay it though. It seems just better. Lazy Titan and Montem Sola, thank you for the follow. Alright. So I am under the assumption that my opponent is playing Reanimator. It is not confirmed, but I am under the assumption that my opponent is playing Reanimator. So I'm going to sideboard according to that. which may be wrong. Which may certainly be wrong. But I'm going to sideboard as if my opponent is playing Reanimator. I kind of want to cut a land. Instead of the second Gracer. What's up with so many views? We just got a very generous raid from Spike. I think I'm gonna go for the basic. Do I have cyber guides? Boy, do I have cyber guides for Amulet. Staying there. Aye, thank you for the follow. I think at this point I've written like 30 cyber guides for Amulet. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not like the best hand I've ever seen, but it's just fine. Well, now it's fantastic. For Spike, Mana Tide. I was ready for the Mana Tide. I was so ready. Let's see what they do here. Pass the turn. Since they pass the turn, I think I'm just gonna explore. Run this into a counterspell. Gonna play these cards, then I'm gonna play this. Amulet, thank you so much for that 31 months. That's many months. Thank you for that, I appreciate it. There's an argument for holding on to the Gracer there. Of course, we are attacking here. There's an argument for holding on to the second Gracer there because like the ramping doesn't really do anything. And what we can do is we can play the forest and then next turn we can bounce the T-West and we can turn this into a Cavern of Souls. Listen to the podcast, the bit where you and Moise talked quickly about John Mayer was awesome. Thank you, Bob, man. Yeah, John Mayer's legit. Alright, so they are indeed playing Reanimator. So we can pact for Endurance if we want to, which is pretty neat. Is that what I'm doing? Can I beat this Archon? If this Archon comes into play, how do I beat it? I think I don't, right? Just gonna pact for Endurance. We're gonna pitch the Dryad. Sup? Best incarnation, not close. It's actually not the best, but still, it's very good. Okay, so that allows me to transmute for Cavern. Also, we get a nice little clean attack with the Gracers here. So Grateful Dead fan, I love John Mayer too. He's doing Jerry proud. Nice. Fairy Time Raveler. So this means I resolve Primetime, get double Saga. Saga. The good thing is that we have a nice little clock on this Teferi. Do I hold this? Yeah, I think I do. I hold that to an Archon trigger so that we have Tolero and some respect in hand. How you doing, Scott? So basically, I love your Mayor, especially his trio stuff with Pinot. Yeah, 100%. The John Mayer trio, that's some nasty stuff. So glad we attacked the fairy for 0 there with the Gracer, gonna getting that 0 damage when we can. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely correct to not attack with this one. You know, we only want to attack with one of them because the second one is important to. I don't know. I got nothing. I don't got anything. Well, I'm gonna start the turn by just killing your Teferi. Can I do that? We're definitely getting Valakut. Now the second pick is the interesting one. I think we just get second Valakut actually. And I am just going to pass the turn. If opponent end-step Archons, which is obviously the best thing they can do, we have 4 things to sack, and we have 2 lands to discard, which don't do anything. So this looks pretty good for me. Instant Speed Vindicate. Sure. I don't know why you... Yeah, I'm very confused. Very confused. Why would they let me attack? Deconstruct Apocalypse. It is time for the Construct Apocalypse. Now we deal the damage. Bring my opponent down to 6. Then, after we got them... Okay, so they're ending in... That's fine. So now they do that. Now we map... For Cavern on Dryad. Play Dryad. Uncounterable. Remember all of these lands that I held in hand like 3 turns ago? So now they can't draw an extra card. If my opponent were at 7, I could Pact for Gracer. And Marked Grave. Yeah, it's just not good enough. They can have the combo and it just doesn't do anything. And they could even have the Angel, and the Angel wouldn't do anything either, because like we could just kill the Angel with Valakut triggers. I don't have one more land drop. I use one land drop here, and I use the second one here. But I'm playing around counter magic. Solitude. And Burial Rites. I have been successfully got, opponent. You want a plus? No. Okay. So. Look, I am not going to not kill my opponent's shit, you know what I'm saying? I could just kill them, but wouldn't that make me kind of a monster? You know? If I went and I killed them instead of killing their shit, that would make me a monster. See you next round. Alright, how do we feel about this hand? On the play, only 2 lands. This is the ultimate exclamation point Fran hand I've ever seen. Let's ship it. This is mildly superior. I can work with this. Keep this, and we're just gonna send this Layer Stronghold. Just gonna name Giant here. I guess I'm gonna name Dryad. Not that it really makes any difference at all, but playing Trophy Denial this round. Oh, my opponent's 4-0. We got a Dream Crush. All right. It's a Nymph. Dryad has been errated to so both of them work. So in the paper one, if you name, like, it doesn't say that it's a Dryad, but it is a Dryad. And you can obviously just name Dryad, right? And it will be, it is, like, if your opponent's giving you trouble about it, you can just call a judge. Probably Jones Saga again. They have turn 1 Monkey. It's not where we want to be. Turn 1 Monkey is how we lose. Oh no, I would have so loved to draw that Gracer myself. I would have so loved to draw this bad boy. Respect. You gotta respect my opponent casting the Gracer there. Island. Alright. Color me surprised. Color me intrigued as well. Surprised and intrigued. Tarmogoyf? Dude, my opponent's doing all the fun stuff. Yeah, I have no idea what my opponent's up to over there, but it sure looks fun. Iteration. Okay. Did I have Titan there? No, I don't think so. I was 1 minute short. Geo Premium waitlisted us into back-to-back. Yeah, we wanted to do exactly 1 Gracer, so MTGO Premium delivered the first one as sort of a tribute. The first one was a tribute to the second one. I'll block your Gracer, thank you very much. Torborg, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, coming back for 9 months. Time flies, loving the stream and the podcast stuff. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Torborg. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Opponent's gonna consider. Opponent's doing some neat stuff over there. I kind of dig it. I mean, I have a Primeval Titan, so there's that, but, you know. Everything else is neat. So can I... Oh, baby. Well, I'm gonna prime time, right? Spell Pierce? Oh my god. So my opponent is really playing some Rock Delver type of shit. You got me. You got me. Maybe I should have paid. Yeah, I should have paid played prime time. Because I think I'm gonna go with Tomod script here. Yeah, I should have paid for that. See, I fucked this up because I was gonna get Tormod script because Tormod script allows me to play around the removal spell. What's his name? What's the name of the removal spell here? Unholy Heat. So yeah. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have just paid for this. Like I have this mana. Like I should just have a Titan in my hand. DRC. Heat without holes. Yeah, I fucked this up pretty royally actually. The more that I think about it. Yeah. Yep. I got a little bit tunnel visioned. Dude, main deck Spellbeers. They're probably playing like one copy. They're definitely playing one copy, right? So their bubbles don't do anything, but the goifs are gonna be 3/4s. 3/4s on combat, and then they're gonna, you know, turn into 4/4s. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. I mean, technically we can draw another prime time, and that should help us. It's not quite it. But now that we have a second amulet, at least we can plus on this to potentially make my opponent's attacks a little bit more awkward. So we have this on Giant. I kind of want to put this on Worm. Oh, that's right. This is a Phyrexian now. That's hilarious. That's so random and unnecessary. Just gonna name Dryad again. Yeah, we can bluff that we're playing Infect, I guess, right? But like this Karn is gonna die, and it's a lot more likely that I find Summoner's Back / Primetime than I do another Karn. Or that I find a Dryad, sorry, which I have 4 copies of. And me finding another Karn. And even if I do find another Karn, it kind of feels like I'm gonna be getting Engineered Explosives. Well, we're trading there. That's the easy one. What are my thoughts on Karn in the deck? I think it's fantastic. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Face. So everything is going face. All right. So I guess I'll block there. And then I'm gonna crypt them. Looking better than Swan Songs. Yeah, that just doesn't work though, right? Like you're just comparing things that make no sense to be compared. That's like saying, oh yeah, Tarmogoyf is looking a lot better here than Badlowitz. Just like, why are we comparing those cards? No idea. Like it's just one of those, like one of them is a main deck card, it's like a threat, and it's a way for us to do stuff, while the other one is just a cyber card. So like they're not comparable, you know. Have I not wanted Golos over Worm? Not yet. I haven't really needed. I haven't really fetched Worm too much, if I'm being honest. Yeah, second Pierce in the bin. So that's gonna grow the Goyfs up to 5, which is bad for me, obviously. We go down to Bolt range. If we find Prime Time, we just win. So that's cool. So there is that. Like, they're out of cards, and if we find Primeval Titan, we just win. So, can we please draw Primeval Titan? Engage! Engage on Finger Crossing. That's close to a Primeval Titan. I mean, it's basically the same thing, but it's not quite it. Okay, so I literally just lost the game to not paying for Prime Time. I literally just lost the game to that punt. Feels very bad. Feels very, very bad. So they're playing Ren. What are the chances they have Blood Moons in this cyber? Just 0, right? Just no way they have Blood Moon. Been experimenting with Sandori Titan in the board. Sandori Titan in your Dryad deck. Seems risky. No pain, no gain, I guess. Did they have Saga? I didn't see one, but I saw Ren, so I'm assuming that they have Saga going on, right? I did not see Counterspell, though. I only saw Spell Pierces. I'm gonna cut one Saga because of Alpine Moon and shit. I'm not gonna bring in Force of Vigors. Yeah, sure, I'll keep this hand. Slightly sketch, but this finds either Bounce Land or Cavern Souls, probably Bounce Land. Never mind. We're gonna take 2 hits from this monkey, unfortunately. Also, I should have fetched main phase. That was a mistake. Now I'm opening myself up to something like Ancient Grudge. There we go. I wonder if they have something like Aether Gust. It's not impossible. It's not impossible for them to have Gust. Consider. Being in another consider. Okay. No second land. Good stuff. Cavern of Souls. Gonna name Giant. Here's an Amulet. Never play with Chariot. Chariot is fine. It's just okay. Honestly, I haven't played Chariot since Saga is a thing, so maybe Chariot is better now because you can copy your own construct tokens. So there's like a slight advantage there. I don't know if it's a significant advantage, but it does feel like a slight advantage. Suggestions counter Sunday turning when you have drives still applying to boil not long ago. It's not quite the same though. Oh, please tap out for this. It's actually not quite the same. Have I tried Ren and 7? I have. And like I knew it wasn't playable before trying it, but then I tried it and I confirmed that it wasn't playable. I mean, all it really takes is just like reading the card, right? If you read the card Ren and 7, you realize that it has literally nothing to do with what Amulet is trying to do, like whatsoever. And then you can accurately realize that the card is just not meant to be playing that deck. And you would be right. So I could pack for Azusa here, but there's no way that works. But now we don't have to because I'm a luck sack. The best thing is I can even play around a Grudge right here. And that's it. All right, sweet. They have sorcery, artifact, instant, land. So they do have an Holy Heat. They do have an Holy Heat. I do have another Titan though, so I think I could just go for it. So it's very likely this Titan is going to get heated, but like we already have the second one rolled up. So I like forcing, like my opponent's missing land drops, and I like forcing my opponents, to crack their treasures and limit their mana. So I think this is fine. Also, if they don't have it, I just win, right? Because now I just go get Bojuki Bog and probably a Saga, and like the game just ends. Alrighty. Ren and 7 is so slow that it's then Ren is not a win more card. Ren is just a bad card. A win more card would be something that you get after you're winning, like I don't know, Crater Hoof. Ren is just a bad card. It just doesn't do anything that the deck is interested in doing. You're not interested in drawing the cards, right? You're not interested in like drawing the cards, the lands, sorry. And you're also not interested in putting those lands in the graveyard. You're interested in those lands being in your deck. That's where those lands are actually doing the most work. So there are no synergies going on whatsoever with the rest of the deck. And yeah, it's just like, it's like a random fucking 3/3 or something, you know? Like it just doesn't really do anything. Like the deck is just not interested in doing that stuff. Nice spell pierce. Or will model let us Dino again? I was never a fan of the Dino, if I'm being honest. I feel like every dino that has been played in Amulet has always been a trap. You've been in Lightning Bolt, opponent? How are you gonna deal with my Arboreal Gracer? How are you gonna deal with my Gracer? Without a Lightning Bolt? Untap lands. We may be about to get Blood Mooned. We may be about to get Blood Mooned. But I do think it's worth playing around Spellbeers here. And Wizcoop to Blood Moon is basically the name of our deck anyway, so... I mean, that's not Blood Moon mana, I'll tell you that much. Playing around Piers like a champion. Here's a Dryad. I'm not gonna slam Karn. Again, I'm trying to play around Spellbeers because I can, right? Oh, if they moon us. Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure how good that would be. If my opponent resolves a Blood Moon, right? Like, they are actually playing in a Holy Heat deck, so... We're gonna tap out here, Natural State. Alright. Murktide? Dude, I am so confused. I think we're getting the worm here to guarantee that we have at least some business, and then we're getting the Tormod script next turn. And if they attack, I'm blocking, obviously. Drawing the Valakut is pretty brutal there, because I have to use the fetch right now. Guess we pass here. Again, playing around Spellbeers because we saw 2 copies. Next turn we can technically Dryad. They can attack the Karn if they want to draw a card off the bubble. Or they can swing for 8. You do kill the Karn. So Karn drew us 2 cards and gained us 8 life. Pretty solid. Does encrypt my Murktide bigger? It does, yes. Gonna bog myself. Why no Dryad? I mean, how do 2 bolts help me win this game? Primeval Titan finds Dryad next turn, right? And it also puts a bunch of lands into play. If I get Dryad, what do I get? Like, nothing really, right? There's not too much of a point in fetching the Dryad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have 4 mana. If I attack for 6, my opponent doesn't need to block. But I can then slow down their Tarmogoyfs. So now we can do... I tap like this. Oh, guess I'm just a lax sack. Good for me. Imagine not being a lax sack, dude. Imagine not being a lax sack. What can they have? Unsummon? Dismember? How do I play around those cards? So I guess I have to go. I have to go Valakut Fountain. Is that the best way to play around those cards? I have not made a land drop just yet, so I guess Valakut plus Bounce Land is the best way to play around it. No, actually, the best way to play around this member is Fountain Bounce Land, and that's lethal anyways, right? Yeah, that's lethal anyways. Murktide grows. All right. Easy matchup. Got him. Have you tried the Rex Sage DFC from the new set? It is working for me. You mean this guy? It's been fine. Alright, last round. Alright, playing against a Yorion gamer. Respect the Cat is a known Death and Taxes player. How do you find the baby gender? No, it's a girl. It's gonna be a girl. If I 5-0, I'll take Titan to win the box. Sounds good, baby Dino. Thank you, Bacon. Appreciate it. Apparently it's gonna be December 8th. It could be blue-white, it could be mono-white, it could be white-red, or none of the above. Green-white, I guess. Okay. This means we can Karn on 3. Let's go with Saga. Maybe I should have Saga on 1. Saga on 1 is bad against Saga on 1 is bad against Arbiter, since my friend does not have an Arbiter hand. Models of Mine, thank you for the raid, muchas gracias. Bienvenidos todos del stream. Estamos jugando unos titanes el día de hoy. ¿Cómo fue tu stream, capo? Second Hierarch. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we just chill here. Make a token and pass the turn. Can we block? Thank you. Flicker Wisp. My Saga. Okay. I mean, that kind of sucks, but I'm not super upset about it. Bounce land? Tularia West. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have 6 mana. So I'm just gonna Karn plus on the sword. This makes it fall off. Sure, they can attack both at the Karn, but that means that I gain 6 life and I effectively time walk them. And then next turn we tighten them for lethal. I guess it's not lethal, but it's close to it. Kaldra complete hardcast. Damn, son. Dryad plus make a shitter doesn't work when my opponent has a flying threat, right? Well, that's a lot. Well, now we just win. Sweet. I guess that we were just winning anyways, but now we like super very much win. Opponent has seen enough. Okay, so we're playing against Taxes? Yorion Taxes? Are they playing Arbiter or not? That I think is the real question. Like, I think I want Liberator. Not sure whether I want Force. Green, white. We saw Flicker Wisp. We saw Cauldron Complete. We saw some Hierarchs. Yorion. I imagine Explosives is gonna be decent. Karn is just definitely gonna be very good. Members are fine. Explorers maybe a little bit medium. I'd rather have Gracer than Explorers. Cavern seems irrelevant. Could maybe shave a Pact on the draw. Maybe. GSG Pride, I think we'll let follow. Okay, so what do we got here? Turn 1 Gracer. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. Turn 1 Gracer Saga. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oath of Nissa. I guess that card is legal. That card is indeed legal in this format. Get Breeding Pool, Gracer, Saga, start ticking down towards that Amulet. Untap land would be nice. Allows me to get a little bit more extra value. No big deal though. That's a big deal. Yep. Fall a little bit behind here. Double Azusa is not great. Yeah, Ghost Quarter also not great. Just gonna chill here. Archon of Emeria. Okay. Maybe I should have played Dryad there. Yeah, I think I should have played Dryad there. So this is 8-9 mana. It's a very convenient amount. Oh no, never mind. This guy. Yeah, pass the turn. Whoopsies. Same for one. Yeah. I forgot that this is a card. Yeah, mistakes were made. So the best thing that can happen here is my... Oh, man. I was going to say, the best thing that can happen is my opponent draws a card. Draws a land. That would have been awesome. Okay. So I think I'm supposed to play around Mind Sensor here, which is going to be pretty awkward. Yeah, EE for 3. Black. Well, at this point, if they Mind Sensor is just fine. A little bit of hedging here. Play around Path to Exile, so they have to path my Dryad as opposed to pathing my Prime Time. Fateful Absence, yeah, sure, whatever. So a pretty nice little hedge there. We pass the turn. We get to draw a card now because my opponents... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this card, man. Also, they use their Fateful Absence to kill my card that was already dying to my own Engineered Explosive if I wanted to. Can I get punished in any way? I don't think so. I'm just going to crack my clue. One, two, three, four. That's a card. Let's see what they do here. Maybe we're gonna get Fatefully Absented again. Solitude. All right, that's good. That's very good, actually. That's very, very good. So I can't really, because we know they have Yorion in hand. So I can't really play the Great Creator because they just, you know, get their Apparition and we're not in good shape. I guess we can just blow up the Apparition response. We definitely want to get Saga going. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess we can just Karn for coding here. Or Karn for Ballista. Now I'm gonna Karn for coding here. I think that we're far ahead enough that we can afford to. We have another Asusa in hand, so if they just hardcast Yorion, we just blow up explosives. That deals with apparition. They can, we get a 3/3, so they can probably blink Solitude and take care of our illusion token. Make them. Gonna get to draw another card, which is just fine. They exile Gracer instead of the token. That's funny. Field of Ruin was the pick. Okay, so that is like skipping a draw step, but we're still doing fine. So we can Ballista for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can Ballista for 7. Sounds pretty good. Oh, that's actually not true. Never mind, because we have to play the Asusa. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, at least for 5. Because they can have Ephemerate or they can have something else. Again, I missed this play twice already. Just doing this on my own upkeep. This is probably worth it though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, they just float the mana, right? Or never mind. 3 to transmute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This leaves me with one more land drop. Summon Respect, Pact, Primeval Titan, Cast Prime Time, yes, Garrison, Stronghold. I can double strike here. Nah, double strike's not as good. It's possible that I still have to threaten to double strike. So my opponent just doesn't trade the prime time for the Yorion. So I probably have to threaten the double strike. But then I can just play a worm instead. It's probably better to just double strike though. Yeah, it's just probably better to double strike. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Yeah, that's not enough. It's not enough to play big Ballista, so let's just do that. What I can do is do that. Boom! That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Amulet. Dude. And the fact that we got to Dream Crush twice in order to get the trophy just makes it even more tasteful, you know? We Dream Crushed at 3-0, and we also Dream Crushed at 4-0. So we got 2 victims. 2 trophy victims that fell by the wayside because of the power of the boys. The boys are back in town, baby. The boys are back in town. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.